Tutti, welcome back to Tutti CX channel. I'll rename it now, the CX show. I've got a bit of an update from the PS1 items. It's actually, now it would, I mean it's been raining. As soon as I started the fucking video, it starts hammering it. Apparently the boot is on tomorrow. Weather is meant to pick up. I'm not convinced, time will tell. But yeah, it might just be, I don't know, to see how much rain falls. Not that it makes a great deal of difference, because by the time this video goes up, it would have been and gone. Many thanks to all the new subs. Slowly creeping, getting there, and it's quite nice to see. It's always nice to have a bit of growth. Yeah, not a great deal today, guys, so I'm going to say it's going to be short and sweet, but we'll see. I might add a bit of a waffle. I know some people get a bit annoyed I start talking about 20 minutes and don't show anything. But that's the way it goes. Anyway, any roads up. Doom. Bit of Doom on the PS1, can't beat it. Yeah, so I'm going to just do, because I haven't got much else. I haven't really been finding much charity shops. Charity shops have been pretty much dead as a doornail. Well, they have been dead as a doornail. So yeah, not a great deal doing, truth be told. Anyway, stuff from Adam from Malta. Remember, I had a slew of very nice PS1 titles. So I got in contact. Actually, Scott Sega Saturn lad sent me a link to an eBay item, which is meant to be Rapid Reload covers. Ends up being a repos. When I looked at the name, it was a chap that I've used for repos for some of my SNES stuff, Mick Smart. So I put Mick's eBay channel down below. So Mick's very kindly done me, looked after me, done me some covers. The thing is, the reproduction, so they're not perfect, but they'll do. They're like I always say for me, the make weights. Some look better than others, etc. But overall, I'm quite happy. Mick, like I say, Mick looked after me with the price. So I can't fucking moan. It does make them look a little bit nicer. And yeah, I mean, it's better than not having anything at all. Some people probably argue, oh no, I don't think so. Oh, I think it's better to have something on there, purely from an aesthetic perspective. So I'll just quickly show you. So Revolution. So I've changed the cases. Did I say that before? I said I was going to change cases. Obviously, some of these ones, given the numbering, obviously the PlayStation cases changed, so they didn't have the hologram on there. So case in point here, Revolution X, you can probably just see there's some writing that's meant to be behind the sticker. So the sticker's not meant to be on there. That's obviously just the case I've put it in. It looks all right. Probably on the camera, it probably doesn't. You probably think, well, I can't tell the difference. You can, like everything, look with reproductions. It's repo, but it does look good. It's some, like I say, some look better than others. This one looks absolutely brilliant. I must admit, this was the first one that I saw from the pack, and I just assumed that they're all of the same quality. They're kind of not, but again, like I say, I don't mind. But this one looks really good. Ghost in the Shell. I think you'd probably be hard pushed to tell on that one. I must admit. That is a really nice replication of that. So yeah, look, there's a cover. There's the cover there. Devil Dice. I can tell on this one. It's not great. It's not the best, but again, from a distance, if I held it there, you probably wouldn't tell. If you get a bit closer, if you look at the Sony logo just in the bottom corner there, you can tell it's just a little bit fuzzy. But Rapid Reload. I can tell on this one because I think it's just a little bit. The sort of what do you call it? Dimensions I think are a little bit out. Again, it's the wrong case because it's got a sticker on the front. But it looks. If I did that and I went Rapid Reload, you wouldn't tell. If I went a bit closer and you look at the bottom where Reload is, you can just sort of see that it's just been cut a little bit too, and just round the PlayStation logo. But it looks. It will do. Like I say, this one looks great. I think you'd be again a hard push to tell on this one. That's Bloodlines. Like I say, so yeah. This one was a little bit more tricky. So this is in a smaller case. I sent dimensions over to Mick, and it come through just a couple of mils too short. So I've had to trim it from the top. Again. Probably one of the wrong cases. I don't know what's going on with this. It'll do. It's Kingsfield, but yeah, it's just a little. You see, because at the top, in fact, literally, there's no room to cut from the bottom because of where the PlayStation logo is. But that was as best I could get it. It's all right. I say it'll be fine. And, you know, just to show it is an actual cover, not just a logo. So many thanks to Mick. I say I put Mick's shop, stall, eBay channel, or I don't know, whatever you call it. I'll put it back later. Down below. It does a lot of repost stuff. Sells a lot of other stuff as well. Actually, I haven't really looked at what else he was selling. I think it's a lot of like reproduction, replacement, you know, bits and odds and sods like that. Okay, so one eBay and the rest CX. Actually, I should call it Tootie CXN64 question or something like that. So I'm down to less than 50 games needed. 49, I think. That's what I've got here. I've got stuff coming. Ian McGrath mentioned this. My post has gone fucking right downhill. It's taken absolutely days and days for stuff to come. It used to be, you know, second class was like the next day or the day after. Now it's like fucking 4 or 5 days. I don't know if it's just CX. I don't think it is. I'm waiting for something from Pete Armour. That hasn't turned up. So yeah, it's really, really not good. And some days the postman doesn't turn up at all, and then he'll turn up like he turned up yesterday, and you know, there's like loads of packages all at once. So I don't know if they're just basically missing a day and then just doing it en masse or what, I don't know. But it's not great. Not when you're waiting on stuff. It used to be about 12 o'clock. Now they can come any old fucking time. So it's now 12:35. So I thought, no, fuck it, I'm gonna make the video. Some footy on today that I want to watch. I mean, it's pissing down. You can't do a great deal anyway. So just want to chill out. Yeah, I said I could be waiting hours for the postie. So a few N64 titles, like I say, down to less than 50 now. Surprisingly, some bloody sports titles on there, and they're hard to fucking find. I say hard to find. They don't. They're probably not. If I went on eBay, I could probably buy them. I could buy anything on eBay. But from a CX perspective, you know, you'd think everyone would just fire all the sports fodder in there. Don't really happen. A few bits crop up, but not a great deal. I don't think sports stuff sold very well on the N64, which is probably why it's a little bit tricky to come by. Anyway, this title, this is one of them weird anomalies whereby CX sell the loose cart for what I've paid for the whole boxed complete one, which is in all right nick. It's got a bit of shelfware, you know, bit of patina to it, just makes it look legit, you know. Well happy with it. I think I paid £11. Loose cart, this is a tenner. It is classed, again, from retro classes as a hidden gem, or recommended, one or two there. I don't think I've ever played it. It's Tetrasphere. So, Tetris in a sphere, basically. And I'm pretty sure Glenn Pant did a video on this. I'm convinced he did. And I think he might have mentioned the music on this as well. Very quickly show you. It's in great condition. I did mention to the guy, I said, can you put it in a box? And he replied back with some weird, weird comment, something like, "Oh, you're lucky, so I've only got one box left." And then then when he posted it, he said something about being careful and this, that, and the other. And I thought, has he just like wrapped it in a load of bubble wrap then or something? But it wasn't a box. It was just obviously the way he'd done it. It's fine. It's come through fine. That's all that matters. I don't give a shit. I couldn't care less if he wrapped it in the fucking cornflake box. As long as it gets here and it's not damaged, you can wrap whatever fucking now they want in it. But yeah, so again, like I said, I'm not daft enough to pay for a box game, a loose cart when I can get the same as box, unless obviously with eBay you're paying cash. With CX it tends to be stored credit, which, you know, for your £10 I might have paid £2 for a game or £1 for a game. But I think in that instance there, when I bought that, I didn't have any store credit for CX, trade or whatever you call it. So it was like, well, and I think I won it on a bid as well. I think it was a bid. No one else bid on it. I think I just won it for the starting bid, which is £8. I think I put £8 1p in it, and I won it. Was it £8? Yeah, oh that was it, yeah, because he had £8 starting. And then it was something like £3 odd postage, which I thought was a bit excessive, but I suppose it probably is recorded. It wasn't recorded though. I don't know. Fuck it. Anyway. So some titles from CX, some quite nice ones actually. It's really weird because you'll see games that will sit there, and there's a couple that have been sat there and I checked the stock levels. So I think, well look, and some of the ones that I need are around 15, 20-ish quid, 10, 15, between 10 and 20 quid on CX. So that doesn't sound a lot, but if you start adding 5 games up, that's 50 quid. You've got to find 50 quid credit, so it soon clocks up, you know. So it's just the few that I know to be in stock and have, you know, numbers in stock, I tend to say, well, a lot of that can wait. You know, I can hold fire on that. I think one being Vigilante 8. I think I've got about 11 in stock, and I want 15 quid a cart. So clearly, unless something weird goes on, they're not really going to sell all like 11 copies straight away. But then there's other titles that I've only ever seen once or twice. So I'd be more inclined, so my view is more inclined to pick them off first, because chances are you might not see them again. Doesn't always work that way. And then some ones you see once, and you know, you haven't seen it before, and you'll see it once, and you think, bloody hell, I'll grab that. And you keep seeing it all again, then he's like, oh, okay, it's not as obviously as rare as I thought it was. But case in point was Batman, Return of the Joker. You know, that one I'd never seen before. Seen it, I thought, fucking no, I've seen it boxed. So I missed out on the boxed one. And then it come up loose carts you've never seen before. I thought, I'll grab that, grabbed it, and then it's like loose cart. Got a couple of carts on that, what I did have at the time. So it's a bit weird. That's just nature of the beast, I suppose. So these ones are, yeah, these aren't really that cheap. Quite a lot, got a bit of money in this lot. A couple of sports ones. Again, the sports ones, you know, you think shitty sports. In terms of, you know, uncommon or rare or whatever, a lot of them are uncommon or rare. Yeah, so we've got Tetrasphere. I'll do the sports ones first. So All-Star Baseball 2000. I haven't cleaned any of these up yet. I say because I'm waiting for the stuff that's meant to come today. So just do a big en masse clear up. Yeah, this needs a bit of a clean. This one definitely needs a clean. NBA Live 2000. Still, look, dirt doesn't bother me. You can get rid of dirt. So, what I think, again, they're probably like 4 quid or something each. You know, not like peanuts. These ones are about 10, 10, 10. That's the one that was missing. Those two are a little bit more expensive. This one, we'll just swap the back over. It's Gasp. So this is one that I'd never seen before, and it appeared a few times. Sadly, it's got a rip at the back. I'm not too bothered about the back. I can swap the backs over. So I've been a bit cheeky and they've ordered a £1 gain from them. As long as the back's alright, don't give a shit, and it will just go back, even for £1. Pound's a pound. Could be the difference between scoring gold and not having any money. So yes, that's Gasp. Fighters Extreme. This was one that been on the ages, and again it fell into the same category as Vigilante 8. I sort of bit the bullet, grabbed it. It's come through. It's got 2 little nicks on the cart, and I thought, fuck, on the label, I thought, bollocks, right, I'll just reorder that. They're in stock. So yeah, you know, sometimes you just have to be very mindful. But again, a lot of these ones that are a little bit meh, like the San Francisco Rush, I'll keep an eye. When I've got some spare credit, I'll buy it again, and the duffer will go back. It's Donald Duck Quack Attack. Quite well regarded, actually. This is pretty good on the cube as well. So yeah, so that's about a £10–15 game. This is a £10 game. Disney's Bugs Life. Wouldn't think it, would you? Again, it's just got all the scuffs. You can just see it. It's just a little bit grubbed, but we can clean all that up. Not a problem. And then the last 3. Climbing in value and or rarity, depending on how you want to look at it. So one that I'd ordered, again you've probably seen in a previous video, and they sent through the wrong one, then I've sent me through the right one, and it's in great condition, so I'm quite happy with that. And that's Duke Nukem 0 Hour. So that's all the Dukes on the N64 in the bag. Have I seen the second one? I think the second one may have appeared on CX at one point. Again, didn't have any credits, so I missed out on it. About £18-20 game, I think. This was good, easy clean. Label's fine. Quite well happy with this Rampage World Tour. And then one that's classed as rare, I think it's rare, or it's definitely uncommon. Again, Retroflect. Not one I'd even knew existed. I think it might have been a late release. Well, we can't tell because there's no date on it. But it's Top Gear Rally 2. So a lot of these is like the Chemco one. So I'm guessing these are from, like, you know, Top Gear that was on the SNES. Quite a good little racer that was. I know it was one of the early releases. I had that. I got it on the SNES actually. I quite enjoyed it as a racer. That's it. See, told you. So short and sweet. So apparently, still some more stuff coming from CEX. When it turns up, one item hasn't appeared out of a batch, which should have come with these ones. So that's a bit annoying. I've had that a few times, you know, and I guess it. I don't know. It's just one of them, isn't it? I'm quite interested here. One little tidbit, just to spin this out a little bit longer. I was in CX today because I had to take back a game that I've had to subsequently reorder because the label's ripped up. I'm not having that, fuck that. The backs, like I said, don't mind. Fronts, no, definitely not. It's going back. And I knew there was one in stock, so I reordered that last night, so I shouldn't get the duffer back, if that makes sense. But I say, I know the chap in my local, the manager in my local one, and we were just sort of chatting about stuff. He goes, oh yeah, you just tend to buy the game and stuff, don't you? I said, yeah, you know, that's how I do it. I said, sort of completed bulk 95% of the cube title off you guys, sort of thing. Because I said to him, like, less than 50 games for the full then 64, you know, just loose cart set. And and I didn't know this. They can check on this. Now I think he got a bit confused in terms of what he could see and what spent, what I've traded in. I think he can see the total. So no matter where you are in the country, it's all against your account. He said, do you know how much money you've got from trades in total, you know, from us, how much money I've sort of made, if you like, or you know, generated. And I was like, 500 quid. He was like, no, 2.3k, £2,300 from stuff I've pushed into CEX. That's what credit I've generated from them. And I think he was trying to say that obviously could be cash or trading. And to be honest, most of the time I always have trade. I think there's been 2 times I've took cash for something. I think that was like probably when I was going to Blackpool or something like that, and I thought I'd just get a little bit more pocket money for something. I don't know what it was, but a handful of times I've took cash. And then he said, oh, do you know how much you've spent with us? Now I'm pretty sure he could say, I think he could only see what I'd spent in that store. He definitely couldn't see online, he said. And apparently £700. So 2,300. I spent 700 in store, I think. Because I said, to be honest, well, all of that 2,300 would have been pushed back into your, you know, back into online shopping for sure. I bet less than 100 quid I've had in cash easily. So it's quite interesting when you see, you know, you sort of see stuff like that. It does make you think. You always think back, oh, what if I had all that money now? It's not the case, is it? Because like I say, I've took 3 games in today for a tenner. Tenner here, tenner there. You know, boot of fodder, 100 quid, 100 whatever quid, this, that and the other. I did do quite well out of them. So the last lot of boot of stuff, I don't know if you've seen the Amazon Firebox, that's 25 quid. I had an old, not an old, but a red 3DS that I got from the boot a few weeks back now. I had no charge or anything, and the guy wanted 3 quid for it, 4 quid for it. And I took it to my local CX, and oh no, the buttons are sticking, because the guy there who tests it can be a bit funny. So I took it to a different one anyway. They took it along with the Fire Stick, and they gave me 58 quid for the 3DS, with no charger, and they didn't even have a stylus. 58 quid from £4. Well happy with that. Fucking well happy. I was happy to just add it and, you know, give me 20 quid or something. 58 quid. Yeah, so I've spunk that. No, I haven't. I've still got some of that left. But yeah, there we go. Anyway, I'll fuck off now. Go watch footy. Take it easy, YouTube, and I might see you tomorrow. Bye bye.